everyone, welcome to High Crimes and Misdemeanors. It's another lockdown edition today, and we're going to be doing one of my favourite activities, something I've done a few dozen times over the last couple of months, and that is a random walk. So you can make that any length, which is a great thing about it. Because it's random, you don't know where I'm going to go, so that's a bit exciting, isn't it? You make it random by every single time you reach a junction, roll a dice, or use a dice app on your phone as I do. You can download them very easily. And so if you've got two options, then 1, 2, or 3 is left, 4, 5, or 6 is right, or odds is left, even is right, whichever you prefer. 3 options, you can do it. 1 or 2 is left, 3 or 4 straight on, etc., and so on. If there's anywhere you don't want to go for whatever reason, or if it's dead end, or if it'll lead you back in a circle to somewhere you've already been, which is a big problem with this, then simply just discount that option and only give you the options of going places that you're okay with. So I'm going to do that for, about an hour and a half random, and then hopefully it'll be about half an hour walk back home, so it'll be a 2-hour walk. So this is a relatively long one, which even if you end up going round in circles for 10 minutes, it means that we'll probably end up going some distance somewhere nice, and probably end up out in the countryside somewhere, but I've no idea. So as ever, please like and comment and subscribe and share if you enjoy this video. And for those of you who've been saying, "Hi Crimes, where's all the rhymes?" then I've got something a bit special for you. Enjoy this.
I filmed this with the camera on my chest and used a tool to mount it like a vest. I kept the filmer rolling too, can you see my point of view? And looking at my phone became a habit. Here below me comes rabbit. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Hey buddy. Coming up to this fallen branch here. I have reported this to the council, but still nothing done about it. I'll let them know again. Lovely place for a seat here as well. Emerging now, and that's a right at the end of here. See over here, in case there's any West Highland Way walkers here, they're doing some work on the track now, so there's a bit less parking here, so if anyone's doing that later this year, then that's worth taking account of. Interesting bit of information, right? Looks like someone's added on the S. So it initially said Lennon Live, which sounds like a really bad music festival.
Love to go a-wandering along a random track, and as I go I love to roll the dice upon my app. Under the tunnel, over the mountains, yeah, well, where I'm heading, nobody knows. I am here to see where it flows.
Coming up to a bit of cafe culture here. That was a car park. It's now been turned into a artificial garden. So turn right here down South Glassford Street, which, as far as I'm aware, is the only street in Milngavie which is named after a, well, as well as Glassford Street, the only street named after someone who made their money from slavery. So, yeah. Wonder if there'll be a protest here sometime. Water tower. Good view as well.
So, having a camera strapped to me all the time, I decided to put on a jacket so I could set it up whenever people approached. And instead of staring at me because I was pointing a camera at them, they started staring at me because I had a massive lump under my coat. And I also got stared at because I started talking to a grit bin.
Oh, dog poo. Yeah.
The rest of this walk follows the route of the Allender Walkway. This is a route which goes from the start of the West Highland Way in Milngavie all the way into the middle of Glasgow via the River Allender and Kelvin. It's varying in quality, but this part of it is certainly well maintained and I think pretty nice as well.
Through that gap over there you can see the back of Rangers training pitch for those of you who are into football. So yeah, this path here is used by opposition managers to go over there and climb up that fence to have a little spy. Yeah, I've certainly seen Neil Lennon down here crawling through the undergrowth. It's interesting doing these walks randomly, because eventually you always kind of shake out in a new direction like this one. And I just thought that was a scarecrow over there, but it's a moving human being. Got all excited about the scarecrow, but farmers are less interesting than scarecrows. Oh, there's two others there. Actually, they're not farmers, they're detectorists. Not something you see every day.
I later discovered that these men with metal detectors were actually Rangers Football Club staff, desperately searching for elusive silverware.
See a pub up ahead there, the Tickle Trout. Decent place. Sort of place you can walk to, have a pint and then walk home again. And that is time. So yeah, this path only goes a couple of minutes further along, and then you reach a road and there's the garden centre and the pub there. Either side of the river here we've got lots of cows in the field, and yeah, it genuinely feels like we've ended up in the countryside after quite a long way through the suburbs. So yeah, I didn't think we'd reach it eventually, but I'm pleased we ended up along here, and it's a little while since I've been along this bit of river, so thank you, Dice, you've sent me somewhere very worthwhile.